caught several swarms in this tree last year. Caught a couple on this limb right here. We caught one on this limb, and we caught one in that oak tree right down there. And so I put this little swarm trap stand up here and see if it's going to work out for us this time. We were just catching the swarms on the limbs, and so this time I want to put a trap out to see if that might work actually better. And so that's what we're going to work on today. And we'll see if we can't get this little stand built here and see how it works out. Alright, what I did first was I went through some of my scrap wood that I had out here, and somebody gave us a bunch of old scrap wood from things that had shipped to them in the mail, evidently heavy stuff, out of all this plywood. And I found a piece that would be large enough to set a hive on with some overlap on each side. And so that's what I started with. So we're going to start right there. And I took a 2x4 and cut two small pieces out and screwed those onto the sides, for one, to keep the hive from sliding off the edge if it got up a bad wind, and also something to mount my hooks in that would be more sturdy than just in the thickness of the plywood. And so I'm going to cut this piece of wood and then mount this onto the board and show you that here. Okay, I have my two pieces of 2x4 cut. I'll be mounting one on this end close to the front, and one on this side close to the front. And the little stand will be leaning up against the back of the tree. And so I'll get my screw gun and we'll mount these on right quick. Okay, now we've got two pieces of 2x4 mounted onto the board close to the front, and we will proceed to drill some holes and put in our hooks. Got those done. Now we'll get our hooks. And these hooks are easy to find. You can find them at Lowe's or Home Depot, either one. And I'll just take the hook and twist it into the pre-drilled hole. Sometimes you may have to put a screwdriver in the hole and turn it. It helps when it gets really tight. One side. So now we have board with the hooks, little pieces of 2x4 on the side, and as you can see, regular sized 10 frame hive will sit right up on there. Okay, so you can see that it sits on the board nicely. Just slide back some if needed to, and it's on there perfectly. You may have to obviously cut your piece of plywood out. I just happened to get lucky and have a few pieces that were the perfect size. And inside I have several frames of undrawn comb with a few frames of old drawn comb. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but something I think the bees will take to. There's something the queen can immediately begin laying in when they come in. Of course, they won't be in here long. Like I say, it's just a trap, and we have empty hives waiting for them when we catch them. And so that's it, and we will go back out and show you what it looks like in the mounted position with the little small block that I used to brace the bottom up against the tree. We'll go out and have a look at that. You can see underneath, I just took a small piece of that 2x4 and cut it in half down the middle and nailed it to the tree. And then on top, I just put a few screws in there to hold it solid. And so you can see that it will raise up and down, but it will not move from side to side. So as the wind blows, it should be solid. And you could have used rope or chain, I guess. I just had a bunch of come-along straps that we use when we strap our beehives down and take them to the mountains to get sourwood honey. And I had a bunch of those around, and so I just put these straps, come-along straps on it to get it level, and that's it. And so we'll show you what it looks like with a hive on it. And there it is, mounted with a beehive, or a swarm trap, as you could call it. I know a lot of people use the Nuke size 5-frame boxes for traps, and I've tried those before without any luck. I actually had one hanging in the tree right here a different way, and bees would get around it, and some would go in and out, but never caught a swarm. They would still land on the branches, and that may happen again this year. But I think with the more room and the drawn out frames, I'm not sure if I even had drawn out frames last year because we hadn't been doing this too long. So hopefully this would be a nice little, what they call a DIY project for you, and maybe we both learned something together. And like I said, this is my first time doing this way. Hope it works. Perfect size to hold a trap. So we'll see how this works. Looking for a great summer this year. I hope my bees do well. And we've ordered 8 packages. Lost a lot of bees this winter. Had 13 hives, lost down to 1. That hive seems to be going like gangbusters. And actually today and yesterday they were bringing in pollen from somewhere, but it's only February 6th. And so not sure where it's coming from, but good sign. I guess that hive's made it this long. It should be fine now. And so we had all the leftover hives full of drawn comb and a lot of honey still inside, so we've got them prepared. It's not like a brand new box with nothing but wax foundation. They're completely drawn out. So should be fine to just put packages straight into, and they'll be able to take off. Not literally, I hope. So thanks for watching. This is Mountain View Bee Farm. Stephen and Eddie, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.